What's going on, everybody? This is John Jake Gaming on the mic here, man. Coming at you with the Horizon Conference Championship game, and we might got a first here, man. We got the Bagley Center here in Youngstown, Ohio, filled up to full capacity, man. So it's going to be a great conference championship game. Taking on these Wright State Raiders, hailing from the city of aviation in Dayton, Ohio, man. So it's going to be a really good one. We'll see if we can pull off school history and secure our very first NCAA appearance. So it's going to be a really good one here, man. Make sure you go ahead, you smash that like button, and then also hit that subscribe button as well if you do happen to be brand new to the channel. And with that being said, man, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the key players to watch. You already know what time it is, man. Cam Jones is what makes this offense run with his great decision making. Very athletic. Even at that 5'9" frame, he is an absolute menace to society. And he will be taking on Nate Channing and this Wright State Raider squad, man. Might be a little bit of a matchup issue. He does have 4 inches on our starting point guard. But with that being said, starting lineups are set, and we are now getting ready to go ahead and officially get things tipped off, and we are now going to be underway as the Wright State Raiders do end up winning the opening tip. And we now get the Horizon Conference Championship game officially underway, starting with a record free, but it's going to be no good. And here comes Shafino going coast to coast to start things off here, man. How about Shafino using an athleticism, and he throws it down with absolute authority as we do end up getting yet another steal. This time, Birdie Footlock throws it down. And it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. What I did do, I didn't change the sliders necessarily, but I did up the difficulty. I moved it up to a higher difficulty. I'm pretty sure we're pretty used to this game by now. And now, first game on this new difficulty level. We'll see how we handle it, as Wright State just having a really hard time just buying a bucket. As we go inside to Justin Jones, who finds some space on the interior and throws it down. As Wright State facing down a 6-0 run, make that an 8-0 run. And Wright State still has not gotten on the board yet, as Rickard tacks inside, gets it out to Channing. Channing out to Barber, who tries to free, and finally a bucket will end up dropping for Wright State, as they are now on the board here in this Horizon Conference Championship game, looking to close the gap. Rickard attacking, tried to play the man on the inside, and Vadim Parker gonna be fouled, converting the and one as well. So back to a 2-point game as Jones going inside, looking to attack, able to get away from the larger defender. Is this a close one early here? As it could, it's still early, could go either way. More of a defensive-minded game than what we've seen in the past, as that ball does manage to get himself in on the inside. But still, we cling on to a 2-point lead as Rickard attempts the free. That's no good. Justin Jones does end up getting the rebound. He's going to bring it up court. Actually, no one really picks him up like that except a guard. And when a guard is on our center, I mean, that's barbecue chicken, man. You got to do a little bit better than that. As Justin Jones gets the easy dunk. As now, Shafino looking to go the other way. Gets it out. Birdie Footlock looking for a space to move. Parker has a space, some work, and known for his 3-point shooting, but Vadim Parker takes advantage of trying to get that steal and able to convert that into a dunk the other way. So a 16-10 game here as Jones tries to pass it out, but dribbles himself into a corner, causing a turnover. And Rickard will convert in transition. So a 6-point lead for us here because of that. As Rickard also attacking the hoop. Misses. But Carlisle gets the rebound. Gets it up for the second try. Another rebound. but they can't buy a bucket. 3 tries, they can't get it as Jones attacks inside. Bang! And the Wright State Raiders got to go ahead and call themselves a timeout. But we came in with a 20-12 lead. And we'll see how Wright State responds out of timeout. But they turn the ball over. Shafino, we're going to go coast to coast and throws it down. Second bucket of the game for the senior out of Virginia Beach. He is looking to continue his collegiate career. He does not want to be the last, wants this to be the last time that he plays college basketball. And you can tell through the urgency. Parker swinging it around, gets to Cam Jones. His man tries to steal it, doesn't get it the first time, but strips him a second time though. And Archie goes coast to coast. 8-point game here, despite Wright State shooting less than 35% from the field. We have not been doing a great job with turnovers, and now starting to find their footing a little bit, getting themselves back into this game as Jones wanted to swing it for a layup, but didn't like what he saw. Gonna get inside to Birdie. Swinging it back around, but it's stolen by Barber, and Lonnie Barber throws it up, and it is good. Easy basket off transition. As this Wright State squad also determined to make it to the NCAA tournament. They made it to the conference championship game last season and did not win it either. So they're trying to avoid heartbreak 2 years in a row, but not looking great for them as we are getting into the last 4 minutes here of this first half. 27-19 as Otis rising up and throwing it down. Finn Otis with some authority as well. The 4-star off the bench making some moves out here as he tried to get the block in transition, but it didn't quite work out for us. So a 9-point game here. Savanovic gets it inside to Vadim Parker. Parker to Otis, and Otis just easily overpowering his man. And we do briefly hold a double-digit lead as we get into the final minute here of this first half. Trying to swing it around, just trying to take our time a little bit. Don't need to rush as Otis attacking inside and throws it down. Just catching multiple bodies out here. Hide the women and children. And a 10-point lead. Wright State desperately needing a response. But we can go 2 for 1. Free ball, good. And Wright State sinks the free as that will take us into the end of the first half. And right off rip, man, we have a 7-point lead. And now 20 minutes of basketball action separates us from our very first NCAA appearance. We'll see if we can go ahead and finishes off once and for all. But Justin Jones, he's going to be a big key for that. 8 points, 4 for 6 from the field. And now we'll go ahead and jump into second half of action as we'll see if we can secure the bag. Our very first NCAA appearance, but Justin Jones gets called for the shooting foul. He had position, but hit the dude's arm, unfortunately. Although Wright State only makes 1 of 2 free throws. So partially, that ball not lying, but we turn the ball over. Getting a little bit sloppy here. Just really an easy steal for Lonnie Barber. He shoots the handoff. And now just a 2-possession game. Barber kicking it out to Ricker, who takes the mid-ranger danger. Deep 2. But that's what it only counts for. 2 points. As Birdie Footlock gets the steal, trying to go the other way. Need a transition bucket. As we have stalled out in the half court. As Parker gets it out to Cam Jones. Attacking in the teeth of that defense. And still found a way to score. Cam Jones now with 8 points. As Channing tries the mid-ranger danger himself. That's no good. Here comes Jones. Gets it to Vadim Parker. He can dish it out too, and it's an assist for Justin Jones. Wright State taking another timeout as the Penguins of Youngstown State with a 10-point lead here. And Wright State coming out of the timeout, getting a little bit of a toilet bowl basket. His Rooker now has 9. But still a 10-point deficit nonetheless, as Barber on the left wing, looking for someone to get open, trying to run their set, pulling up for free, no good. But there's a scramble for the rebound, and eventually Reese Safino gets it. 7 rebounds for him, pulls up for the mini, bang! Nice job by Reese Severino. And it's now 9 points for the senior from Virginia Beach. As Ricker, he tries a free ball himself. He almost airballs it. And Justin Jones gets the rebound, his 7th one. Got a guard on him though, and that's Barbecue Chicken. Stop playing with Justin Jones' name, man. Stop it. Just stop it. 10 points now for Justin Jones as the lead balloons up to 12. Parker gets it to Cam Jones, outside to Shafino, but kicks it back into Jones, inside to Parker. Parker with a little bit of a bunny shot, not what I would have done, but hey man, if it still works, it still works. And I mean, you got to give credit to Vadim Parker. He's been having a good tournament as Vadim Parker looking to go to work here. Parker looking for double-digit points and gets it. So now Vadim Parker with 10. Barber going out to the outside to Channing. 16-point deficit, and Parker gets another steal. 3! Bang! Oh my goodness. He had a wide open 2. He does not take it, pulls up for free instead, and he gets it. Oh my goodness, that's bold, man. That is really bold. But Vadim Parker, you know, that's what he does, man. He's a shooter. He is certainly a shooter. As Justin Jones will be called for the goaltend, but he does get a rebound later on. Actually puts him just 1 rebound away from a double-double. It'll be interesting to see if he ends up getting it or not. But right now, things looking just fantastic right now. Less than 4 minutes left to play here in this game, and things are looking pretty good, man. Even with that bucket, we're up by 16 points. I have a 16-point lead, so we're chilling right now. Just gonna try to slow it down a little bit, but ball gets stolen, but it's stolen back. Vadim Parker gets it. It's another slam for Vadim Parker, who's been really proving himself here in this conference tournament. I don't know if we would be in here in this moment if it wasn't for the X Factor. That is Vadim Parker, the Frenchman, as we are able to dribble out the rest of this clock, and we do it. We beat the Wright State Raiders by 17, and that's going to settle it here, man. We are going to our very first NCAA tournament appearance, man. So there it is, boys. We end up winning the Horizon Championship. I did end up upping the difficulty, but I don't know, man. Maybe it's just our year. I really think that we might be able to do something special here in year number 2. And the thing is, we still have a lot of help coming in through our recruiting class next season. So for the basketball program, might be the best out of our 3 major sports right now, because we got something really special going on here. So as for the stats for our guys, and listen, it was really a lot of our starters going to work, actually. We shortened our rotation because, you know, when it came down to it, we just needed to win. That's all that matters, and having the best players on the floor proved to be fruitful for us, as Vadim Parker went off in this game. 17 points, 5 assists in this one. He was in beast mode. Shafino almost had a double-double. He was just 1 point short. And then we also had Birdie Footlock, 10 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And then Justin Jones ended up dropping 14 points and 9 rebounds as well. So great performance for our starters. The bench, you know, the contracted bench could have done a little bit more. Otis, Cohen, and Savanovic really only combined for 10 points. Need a little bit more from our bench. The starters can't do everything, but we are going to be Horizon League champions for the very first time. And we're also gonna find ourselves in our very first NCAA appearance. So guys, that's gonna actually settle it here, man. We end up winning the Horizon Championship. We're 16-12 overall, and really, we know we're going to the NCAA tournament. We know that's gonna be waiting for us, but what we need to figure out is who we're gonna play and how that's going to work, right? So we'll see where we end up. Next episode, we will have the March Madness show, Selection Sunday. I hope you guys are excited for it. If you are, make sure you go ahead, smash that like button, hit subscribe as well if you do happen to be brand new. And with that, this is John J Gaming on the mic signing off. I'm hoping you're all out there having a good one. Take care, everybody.